Hey y'all, welcome to episode 2 From Us with Love, and we have
Maya,
Lissa,
and Danny, and we're the Talk That Talk crew.
So today we're going to be discussing self-love, Galentine's with friends, and how we feel about dating. We're going to be doing some affirmation jars so that each morning we can pull and read a little affirmation or a scripture to start our day.
All right, girls, let's get started. What does self-love mean to you, and how do you practice it in your daily life?
So for me, self-love is definitely, of course, loving on yourself as if you're dating yourself, taking care of yourself. I would say for me, some self-care things that I like to do is like take a bath, soak, relax, candles, music, peace and quiet. I like to chill because I feel like my everyday life is always doing something. So to love on myself, I give myself time to relax or just dressing up, getting cute, going out. Daily, I would just say eating healthy, taking care of my body, taking care of my mind, my soul, and in my workout journey, that's how I've been loving on myself too, learning how to love my body again.
Okay. Ma'am.
I agree with what you said. I feel like self-love is loving yourself on the daily. It's just doing those small things for yourself that's going to make you happy, like running the bath water, cooking that favorite meal, listening to the favorite song, say a little prayer to God.
Yeah.
It's just those little small things that are going to make yourself happy is how you show yourself love. It's by loving on yourself and doing what's best for your happiness.
Yeah. And of course, again, I'm going to agree with the two ladies. Just doing what you want to do for yourself to make yourself happy. It doesn't matter what it is. Just shut the world out. Shut the world out and just be in your own solitude. Like, if you want to go to sleep, all that. Like, for me, I just like to do a little self-care routine, do myself a facial, do my nails or whatever. Go to the salon, whatever, just do something that's nice for you. Buy myself something nice. Buy myself a nice dinner that I want. Just do something that pleases you. So, date yourself. That's what we really need to start doing is dating ourselves. I feel like we be so worried about dating other, he didn't do this or he didn't do that. But how can you expect somebody else to do something for you when you don't do it for yourself?
Definitely. So, I feel like, oh my gosh, that's the best thing you could have said. When you start making life romantic for yourself,
it's gonna come naturally for another man.
Yeah,
because he gonna see you doing it, and he gonna be like, "Well, she doing it for herself. Let me take the load off and do it for her."
Exactly.
Especially if you start doing it unexpectedly, then it's gonna become a routine for him. So date yourself and romance yourself, and then he will do it for you.
That's true. Because I just watched this show. It was Married at First Sight, but basically he was like, I just like a woman with a little bit more confidence who loves herself. She's like, you think I don't love myself? And he's like, no, the way that you be nitpicking your body and saying critiques about yourself, I can tell that you're not really confident. So I definitely agree with that. And plus, how you look at yourself is how other people will view you.
Yeah.
And honestly, when you romance yourself, it does bring the self-confidence. You actually, okay, I'm about to step out tonight. I put on a nice little outfit. You dress up. You gonna look at yourself and be like, okay, I look good.
Right.
You can say that out. It's nothing nobody can tell you because you gotta put that on and you eating. So I feel like when you start to do everything for yourself, you start to updo yourself, that's gonna bring them spirits up. It's no way you can be lacking that confidence if you
look good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When you feel good, look good, you are good.
Exactly. It's all up here.
Yes, it's all mental.
Keep that head held high. Yeah. In your head, you gotta be the baddest in the room. That's all that matters. Don't worry about nobody else.
That's what I feel like. That's what I feel like. When people say, "Oh, you think you all that?" No, you think I'm all that. And that's why you feel that way. If you didn't think I was all that, you wouldn't say that. You want me to think I'm all that. I will. But you think I am too.
You
think I'm all that as well. So you get the vibes. Oh, okay.
That's why I love these daily affirmations because you're literally telling yourself every morning. The one that I just wrote says, I am bold, brave, and beautiful.
I'm going to put I am.
If you're saying, all of mine say I am. So it's like if you're saying
Same.
these things every morning, you're gonna start believing them. If you're saying I'm ugly, I'm fat, I'm this, that's what you're gonna do.
When you say
think negative,
I am God.
Yeah,
you
that's
will
the
definitely receive the negative
like
that
that
you're thinking.
Yeah.
No facts. Like it's like what was I watching? I forgot what I was watching. I don't know if it was a video on Twitter or Instagram, but it was just like, I think it was one of them TED Talk videos. And it was just basically talking about, like, it was giving an example of somebody who is like progressing in life, and then somebody who kind of like, it just seemed like it's always something, and that person that it's just always something, they had to stand still. And it's like, because they're always thinking negative and thinking about the bad things, but the person who's like further along and like happy with life, it's like, because they put the positive aspect into everything. And I feel like when you just think about negative things, you create negative energy in your life. Like, cool, a situation could be bad, but you got to think about the outcome of it. Like, let's say, like, okay, cool, you got in a car accident. Dang, my car totaled.
At least
you are alive. Like, God gave you a second chance at life. Think about that part. The car can be replaced. Your life can't.
Yeah, true.
Like, you got to think about the positive out of stuff. Like, it's just a lot that can happen. And we get so caught up in like, well, dang, I got to take care of this, take care of that. God gonna find a way. God gonna show you a way. God's gonna give you a way. So just think about that.
Yeah.
Basically, overthinking kills.
Overthinking.
Like, overthinking will kill your joy.
That's true.
I have to learn. Oh man, Lord.
I'm working on it. It's not, I don't do it in a bad way. I overthink about how people feel about me, or like how people, I be overthinking about other people. I don't really like think negative, but it still is, it affects you.
See, my thing about that is when I'm thinking about like what somebody else could be thinking about me and what I got going on, it's like, why did you even think about me in the first place? And then I reel myself back in because, well, baby, why did you worry about me? So once I get to that point of overthinking, it's like,
it's not even
okay. I don't even think about it no more, because I ain't your business, mind your business. Period.
Exactly though.
All right, so
let's see. What role does forgiveness play in your self-love journey?
Forgiveness is like really important to your self-love journey, because like, if you're harboring those ill feelings and you have all that hate in your heart, it's gonna weigh you down. While that person who did something to you probably doesn't even care or remember what happened. So while you're still in that little dark circle, they out having fun living life. So when you think about it like that, you be like, I'm over here mad and don't even care. So it's just like, I forgive you, but for my reasons. So I'm not harboring these ill feelings, and I'm not upset about something that doesn't even really matter anymore. I'm going to forgive you and continue to be happy with my life because it's good for me. And I feel like, when you harboring all that hate in your heart, you will have some bad days, unfortunately.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like, forgiving, you can forgive, but you don't forget. But it's like, you're forgiving because okay, I need to do this for myself, so I don't let this drag on in my heart, my life. Like, what is me, still harboring it, thinking about it, going to do for me later on? So I rather just forgive, but I know I won't forget it, just so I know what to look out for later on.
I agree with what both of them said. I also feel like when you don't forgive someone and you're holding like negative, it's kind of like correlates with stress. When you're stressed, it affects you mentally, spiritually, physically. Like, people literally go to the hospital from being stressed out. Like, that could be thinking about negative or harping on what someone did to you. And I feel like people think like when they forgive someone, they're accepting what they did. No, you're not. You don't have to accept what they did. Forgiveness is for yourself. Forgiveness is so that you can move on and you can be right mentally, because it doesn't matter if you forgive that person. If you don't forgive that person, if that person forgives themselves, they can move on. Like you said, they can move on with their life. But if you're still holding it against them, that affects you, not them.
Yes, like I'm a type of person, it's no way in this world I'm gonna let you be enjoying your life and I'm over here bad and upset. It's no way I'm gonna be suffering and you have
over you
and having like the time of your life in this world. It's no way. Like, baby, I'm about to have the same fun as you. Like, not even thinking about you, not even trying to compare, but it's no way I'm gonna let somebody that's having the time of their life have me in this dark hole, just sad. Like, no way. Like,
what?
That's just embarrassing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What helps me, like, quickly forgive people is, like, literally God forgives us. Like, think about the stuff that you did that, like, nobody knows about or that you didn't tell nobody that's bad. Like, you're forgiven for that. So if you can be forgiven, yes, you don't have to agree with what they did, but other people deserve forgiveness.
Yeah.
Bless me.
Because you forgive them don't mean you got to talk to them.
Yeah.
You can still cut them off.
They can still be cut off.
It's okay with cutting people off. That's another thing. Some people think you got to keep the same people around. No, once you cut them off, done deal. Because sometimes you holding on to them people can hinder you from receiving blessings that you have coming into your life. Close the door for a door to open. So keeping that door ajar, anything cracked, all that, no. Lock it up, throw it a key, and your new door is gonna open.
I feel like just holding on to like people that you should be letting go. I feel like that's not self-love. I feel like that's you loving somebody more than you love your own self. Yeah. And that just don't work over here. Not for me.
What was I gonna say? Oh, this is a whole nother topic for another time, but like finding that balance between grace and forgiveness, that's a different story too. Because grace means you kind of like take them back, let them try it again. But forgiveness, you don't have to do that. You can still like cut them off if. Yeah. But even if they done showed you they're not worthy of that grace,
exactly,
don't keep giving it.
Yeah.
Because at that point, you just allowing yourself to be.
You can allow yourself to be hurt by putting up like with something that you shouldn't be.
Yes, do not ignore red flags.
Please,
but we'll talk about that later.
We're gonna talk about that later.
What are some self-love rituals or habits that you swear by?
Some self-love rituals or habits.
I'm not gonna lie, I love me some good retail therapy.
Oh yeah,
but I feel like I do it. Like I give myself a budget.
You obsessed with it.
I don't even get myself.
No. I'm really not that bad. Like, yes, I do be having packages, but I do get myself.
They watch your videos. They watch your videos.
I'm not gonna lie. I do have packages like every week, but I've learned to use Afterpay and Klarna, and that's a good form of budget.
That really is, though. It
is every 2 weeks.
So much.
I love it.
Yeah, it's not all at once. You can still pay your bills and do what you need to do.
I love me a good. I don't care. I use me a little Klarna.
At first, I used to be like, if I can't afford the whole thing, like, no. Now
that purchase power is in it. 2000.
What? Not 2000.
2000.
I'm not doing all that now, but.
I don't care.
She's an item.
But retail therapy for sure. I love me a little TJ Maxx. Like I love me a little Ross, Marshalls, Target. Like I stay in the store, look at the fun buy. And that's crazy that I'm looking for.
Are you gonna boycott Target?
Fanatic.
Yeah, I forgot about Target. I forgot. But you know what? I really only want it for like makeup and stuff, and like maybe like a few graphic tees. So I'm just taking the Ulta because it's nothing but a little mini Ulta. So I'm just taking my business to Ulta, and if I don't have certain things, I'll just buy it online. But I am an online freak as well. So like, I'm going in the store to buy, I'm online to buy. It's crazy. But retail therapy, little at-home therapy, like I'm all for little suds, candlelights, like I'm forever making it romantic for myself because I'm in love with myself. So when you don't know with yourself, you just
do it for you.
Yeah, you gonna do the little small things for yourself. Buy yourself a little gift. Make yourself a little nice little meal. You know, like when it's a fancy meal you see on TikTok, you be like, "Oh, I'm gonna make that one day." You know, you be like, "Oh, I can really go for make yourself that nice
boil bag."
Or if you want to, if you want to try a new restaurant, try a restaurant,
some garlic
clothes on and go eat it. But yeah, my number one is garlic crabs from David's Craft House or Montgomery Street.
Period.
Yeah, that's
free promo. Let me
sponsor us. If you want to do a mukbang.
Like, ain't it? Get us to do a little mukbang.
But the way I eat, the way I eat. Let me busting it down, okay?
Flipping the crabs.
Oh my God, you saw my story. When me and her was together and I was in the car. Well, you probably didn't see her, but you saw me, and I was just like, y'all.
I was talking about how we should do a
mukbang,
seafood mukbang, and you like make the swiping noises with the juice.
Man, that's too much.
She said that's too much. But yeah, that's why when it comes to like Valentine's and Christmas, I just want to take trips and stuff or spend time together because I already bought
yourself everything
that I want. Like, I'm not gonna wait for you to. I'm not gonna wait too much till Christmas to get myself something.
Exactly.
If I have the money, I'm about to get it right then and there.
Yeah, if I have the money, I'm gonna get it. But if I want you to buy it, I am gonna wait for that man to buy it. No shade.
I do wait for like the expensive stuff, like this camera.
You
can buy that.
I give him the top stuff. They cost
the top
most
stuff
to me. But like the little stuff, I got it.
Yeah.
The nails, the hair, I got that.
Yeah, that's how I feel. You can get the expensive.
I want that $500 coach first bag.
Yeah, and I'm not paying for it.
And I don't want to pay $500 for no purse, but I want that $500 purse. Ooh,
For real.
Go ahead.
I think
But that's
fair.
because that's my man.
I think that's fair.
And like, it ain't like I don't shop for him. Like, I don't get him nothing.
It's
Because if I'm at the
reciprocated.
store, that's just like, he's my man. I'm like, yeah.
And that's
It's
the thing. Some people be forgetting. They be thinking, we ain't talking about the trip.
Oh,
Yeah, we ain't talking about the trip.
We gotta hold it.
But, let me see. What's my ritual? I'm gonna say the same. Like, again, just doing that little self-care routine for myself, buying myself something that I want, which I'm always do. Like I said, corner it up. So
Switching the topic.
all right, y'all. So now for some Galentine's questions.
In your opinion, what makes female friendships so special and essential for our well-being?
Okay, I'll go. I just feel like it's really important to have some like-minded people around you, especially of the same gender, because men could never know about what we go through. Like, just 100% and we can never know what they go through because our situations be so different. Like, our everyday walk of life are so different.
Yeah.
So I feel like, it's good to have friends of the opposite gender a little bit, but for the most part, to have somebody that's like not just like you, but like of the same nature as you, they kind of understand like when you're going through those periods or when you're going through certain trials and stuff in your life, those people understand you. And it's just so great to have that womanhood, that sisterhood around you, because when you need that pick me up, they're right there. And those are the kind of people you should have around you. But yeah, when you have good women around you, that sisterhood is so important. Like, I feel like it's like a feeling you couldn't even describe to people who don't really have like a good group of female friends. Like,
Exactly.
I hate the word female. A good group of women friends. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would say what makes it special is just having people that hold you accountable. Because you got a lot of friends nowadays that just don't like, they don't hold their friends accountable for anything. Like, they just be going right along with the BS they be doing. And it's like, now both of y'all look crazy. All y'all look crazy. Like, having that friend that's going to tell you, like, you shouldn't have said that.
Right.
You shouldn't have did that. Why you got that on? Because come on now, like, Maya real quick with the I gotta see. I gotta see.
I will never let you half step just out here looking crazy.
Yeah.
And you posted on somebody's story like,
Like, them not your friends. If your friends allow you to be laughed at, if your friends allow you to be embarrassed in any type of way, why are those your friends?
I just feel like you have a bunch of yes men around you, you should know something is wrong. Like, if everybody is saying yes and nobody is disagreeing, something is right.
Like, it's okay for you to have disagreements with your friends. That's a friendship. Y'all not all gonna agree, but you're gonna need to hear some stuff that you need to hear. You may not like it, but you need to hear it.
Sure.
And that's what's good. That's what's best about having a friendship with these lovely young ladies over here. Because at the end of the day, no matter what it is that we got going on, they're gonna say what's real and they're gonna meet it. It's all hugs and kisses, but if it ain't what it need to be, it's gonna be said. So that's what's very important to me and essential to me.
Yeah, I definitely love that. I like that. I feel like you should definitely find friends who challenge you. Like, people always want to fit in and, I'm going to say this so they'll do this, and I'm going to fit in with this group. And no, be yourself and find other people who are being them genuine self. We're all different. Like, that's what I love about us, that we all have different we all have different point of views, different journeys, different stories. But yeah, we can still come together because we're genuine people. We keep it real. We say how it is up front. We're not fake. We're not pretending. If we were pretending, we're not gonna last. Like, we did the work. We don't get into it, but like she said, we're gonna tell each other how it is, and we do it in a respectful, loving way. You can still correct your friends and hold them accountable in a loving way. Or you can just communicate with your friends like, hey, when you shared this with us, do you want us to give you real advice or you just want us to listen? So I like that too. Like, I feel like we know that balance and we know that boundary of like, okay, she probably just wants me to listen this time. I already told her, you know, like how I feel about the situation. I don't have to keep reminding her. And if something happens wrong, I don't have to rub it in her face or say, I told you shouldn't. No, we don't do that. It's all love here. We listen and we don't judge.
We listen and we don't judge.
Yeah.
I feel like that's one thing that's really like a huge turn off for me is when you just want to speak your mind about something and somebody just automatically start giving their advice. And then when you don't want to take their advice, they're mad about it. But it's like,
I just needed a listening ear.
I need to ask you, like, one thing about me, if you don't know me by now, one thing that really grinds my gears is if somebody starts giving me some unsolicited advice. That is the number one way to take me from 1 to 100 because baby, who even asked?
I hate if that was me. Nah, because it's not you. And you don't know if it was you. So you don't know what you would do.
You will never know.
Two different situations. Yeah.
Like, I feel like unless somebody is really like about to ruin their life or something, I'm just going to let you rock. I'm going to probably say, I ain't really with that, but at the end of the day, who cares what I'm with? Like,
it's your decision.
If you're gonna be able to let it rock, even though I said like that's a bit sketchy to me, cool. But I ain't gonna get mad at nobody for not taking my advice. I don't like people like that. Like, you're weird.
Yeah.
What are some unique ways that we can show love and appreciation to our closest girlfriends, not just as Valentine's Day, but year round?
I would say just giving your friends their flowers, showing your appreciation to them. Like, you know, just do something out the ordinary, something nice. Like, oh, let's go to dinner. It's on me. Here's some flowers. You know, something like that. Take them to get their nails done. Like, anything just like small that they'll appreciate. Because the small things really matter. Like, you never know. It could be a situation going on that they're not telling you about. And just because you did that small little thing, it's like, I needed that. Thank you.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Like, you should definitely basically love your friends how you would love on yourself. Hopefully, if you love yourself in the right way. But but if you genuinely care about yourself, like, your friends should be like I feel like this is a sisterhood. Like, we're not just associates or like we're friends. Like, I can call them and just sit on the phone and not say anything, and that's what I genuinely love. Like, we can pick up on each other's energy without saying anything. But I would definitely say some ways to show that appreciation. Like she said, taking them out to eat, buying them gifts, celebrating their accomplishments. I hate when you tell somebody something, oh, I just got a new job or I just graduated, and they're like, okay. Or like, they don't care. Yeah, like, it's like, no, you want your friends, oh my God, like, congratulations, girl. I'm so happy for you. Like, let's go to, like you said, let's go to dinner, let's go celebrate, or let's do this, let's do that. Just thinking about somebody, taking a walk. Like, you don't even have to spend money. Like, let's go on a picnic, let's go take a walk. Yeah,
I definitely agree. It's definitely giving your friends your flowers and definitely showing up for them. Like, if they're being celebrated for something, even if you don't understand it, it's just the fact that you showed up because you know it was important to them. I feel like it's the showing up. It's just thinking about somebody, period. Like, I feel like that's very important for people to feel like, man, they just thought about me. She just thought about me. Like, I feel like it's that. Like, I feel like even it's just thinking about it, but sometimes it's like, okay, if I'm thinking about something, I'm not gonna hesitate to like do something nice for y'all because it's just like, oh, she didn't do this for me, or I, you know, just like making up excuses. Because I thought about buying Bibles the other day, and I was like, if I buy myself a Bible, I should buy everybody a Bible. Like, just small things like that, because I don't even know if they have a Bible, but it's the fact that I know that we all have our relationship with God. So it's like, okay, when I have my little Bible studies, maybe I can invite them to have my little Bible studies, or, you know, just small things like that, like inclusion, appreciation, and showing up. I feel like that's how you can show your closest girlfriends love and appreciation around.
And like, we just did our little Christmas exchange, and it's like with the gifts, like, you can tell it's thoughtful. Like, you can tell it's something that's like, okay, I know them, I know this is something they'll like. So it's like, you just, you know, you pick up on everybody, and it's like, okay, you know exactly what to get and stuff like that.
And it's like, I wouldn't worry about the money because it's the thought that counts. So as long as you're putting your heart into something, even if it's the smallest thing, even if it's a letter, you write them a note, give them a card and some flowers, like that means the world to somebody.
I feel like I keep saying like.
Me
But
too.
that's just how I talk.
Me
But
too.
that's just literally how I talk. Like
Me
I just
too.
keep saying, dang, you just say like again.
When I watched back the video, I was like, dang, I do this. I'm like,
I mean, hearing like.
If you could give your younger self one piece of advice about friendships and self-love, what would it be? Focus on yourself. Don't worry about no boys. Put yourself first. Everybody not your friend. Main thing, everybody is not your friend. Because when you young, you may think, oh, this is my friend, this is my friend, this is my friend. Everybody not your friend. You gotta call people what they are. Associates, classmates, this and that. Like everybody is not your friend. Like you just have to learn to separate things because you really never know who is secretly preying on your downfalls. Like you just have to be very, very, very careful with who you choose to have in your circle and stuff like that. Because, like I said, people prey on your downfall, and you just don't want those type of people in your life. So be real careful. And yeah,
I would say for me, I'm learning to like know who to share with certain things and to protect your energy. Like it hasn't bit me so far. Like I really stay out of drama. Like they know me. I'd be like, what happened? Who? Like, it's not saying that they stay in drama. I'm just saying, like, I genuinely, like, I can't. I have a child, so it's like I don't get to do, like half of the stuff. But
like,
I think,
even if somebody did, wrong with you, you'd be like, oh, here, right.
Yeah, it's like I don't care. So like, having a child actually helps me because it's like I don't have time. Like I literally don't to like be playing with you or like So it's like
great mother. Clearly, better things to do than be with somebody.
I have to protect my energy because it affects my daughter. So it's like I would say to protect your energy, know who to share with, don't overshare with everyone. Like I feel like I be buddy with, not buddy, but like I do be confiding in my coworkers, and it's like it's certain ones,
but you really get to know a little bit.
It's ones that I got to know it, but at the end of the day,
what I ain't seen you do nothing illegal. I'm not telling you nothing. I ain't seen you do nothing illegal. I'm not telling you nothing.
No, not nothing too crazy.
Yeah.
But like
I definitely agree.
Right. If I see you,
like I get what you saying. Keep it on the surface level. Like I can share little small
like
details.
certain things.
Keep it on the playground. Keep it on the playground.
Illegal. Like
crazy. For me, like if I give you my Instagram, that shows like I trust you. If you don't know, follow me on social media.
Never give
because because I forgot like. I had slipped up and I was like, yeah, I'm making a podcast. The girls are like, show it to me. That means they're going to see my like Instagram, like my personal life. And I post like a lot of stuff on my stories. So I was like, nah. So stuff like that, but they never asked about it again. And
okay,
good.
They called me one time. They called me one time. I had untold the hotel I was sick. I don't know who, because y'all is so crazy. I didn't even post on my Instagram. I was
Ain't she told you?
Because I didn't want to write receipt, but I still wanted to post a little bit, like, I'm being lit. And
it was when we went out, right?
Yes, it was post day weekend. The lady texted me, she was like,
you gotta be
you need to be careful with who you have on your Facebook because they're showing me everything. I said, well, why sneaky? It's showing all my business. You're a loser. Like, because it was crazy. Like, I never had called out. That was my first time calling out in months. Like, y'all can't let me get away with this one little thing.
That's wild.
Even if they did tell you, why you had to tell me?
Right? Exactly.
So, if I could give my younger self one piece of advice, it would be don't try so hard to fit in. Like, it's a reason like you're not fitting in with the crowd or your parent is not allowing you to go with a certain crowd. Like they're really setting you up for your future. I will say that because there's opportunities that I got that certain people that I wanted to be friends with when I was younger never got.
Yeah.
Or it's certain things that those people did that I know I had no business doing it. They honestly had no business doing at that age. But you just be wanting to fit in with the crowd. But my parents always taught me you never want to be a part of the masses. Like so ever since then I kind of just always took that and went with it. So I've never been the type of person that followed the crowd, had like hundreds of friends, like, and I was okay with that because that's what was taught to me. And honestly, it's what I needed to hear because I could honestly be one of these girls that haven't necessarily grown up at my age, still trying to fit in with the younger crowd, not necessarily growing as a person. You know, I'm getting older with age, but I'm not growing older mentally. So with that being said, I really do appreciate my parents from holding me back from certain things and letting me know, like, that's not good for you. Because even though I was mad at that time, when you think about those lessons that you used to learn, it actually does apply so much more. And you be like, I'm so thankful for my parents because I could be somewhere that I did not want to be.
Thank you.
I'm everywhere I want to be, and I'm grateful for it. And if I didn't have a parent that guided me correctly, there's no telling where I could be right now. And with that, I thank God that I'm blessed.
Yeah, I feel that so much, especially my parents. I couldn't do nothing.
Man, what?
But back then, I hated it. But now, I love it. Thank you so much.
I used to feel like that. I was telling like,
I used to be like, this lady don't let me do nothing. Like, hey,
I can't go nowhere.
Like, I want to go 13 on now. I want to go to the
like. But now at the skate city, skate city, she like
I barely.
I feel like people used to have like, let's say we like 12, 11, 13, y'all have 12 a.m. curfews.
Oh yeah, no, so I ain't not play that
by 9:30.
She did not play that. 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock.
The party just gets started at 11, 12 because y'all just coming out. What do you mean your parents just let you come out at 11, 12? What's going on?
No.
Yeah.
So when you think about that, not to say people's parents don't necessarily care about them, but they didn't care enough because there's no reason people in middle school
should be out
at 12, 11 o'clock.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Only thing open at that time of night.
Period. I learned that.
She showed home. She said, ain't nothing open at that time.
I did not have a curfew until I walked across that graduation stage. Then my daddy was like, you know, you're grown, you're growing. I kind of trust you. But it wasn't even like I'm coming in the house at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
You're still coming in at a reasonable time, but it's not 10 o'clock. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's important to have parents and that guidance that value you and know, like, just because you're not having your way like everybody else, don't mean
it's a reason why I'm doing
exactly. It's a reason for it. Like, it's not holding you back. It's actually making you greater.
Yeah.
So when you think about it like that,
it's
a lesson.
It's a big lesson.
Exactly. Like, fitting in with a crowd is not all it's cracked up to be, because when you grow up and you see what that crowd look like,
because the crowd that
you'll be like, amen,
baby,
everything that you've ever done.
Babies.
Like, you gotta know when to stop. You gotta know when to stop and grow.
Yeah.
Like, because you can't really, I'm gonna say, you just can't really raise kids to be their full potential if you're not really at your full potential. If you're still stuck at 16 and you're 32. You get what I'm saying? Like, at some point you have to
say that again.
I can't even remember what I said.
I don't even know.
Exactly. Like, you can't be. I said you can't be 32. You have the mindset at 16 because
29.
No shade. But anyway, like, you just have to be able to grow mentally because these are little humans you're taking care of. You can't have 5, 6, 7 little humans and you still running around like you're 16.
Thank you.
Like she said, I'm a mother. I have better things to worry about. That's the mindset you should have. Like, there should be no reason you're beating, fighting.
For what?
Scrambling. And you have kids to raise and feed.
Especially a daughter.
There's more important things to worry about, and worry about those things.
Lord.
Feed those kids. Bathe those kids. Watch those kids.
That's why I'm like, how do y'all even have time to like be messy and drama? I literally go to work, come home, come home, clean. It's time for them.
Because they don't be having their
time
kids for real.
real.
Yeah.
That's another thing. The grandmas be having the kids. The friends be having the kids. The aunties be having the kids. The parents never have the kids.
I be wondering, like, you always with your friends and they never say, well,
I'm not gonna lie.
Because I'll be like,
I don't want to people, and I'm like,
I know a few people that
I'm not gonna lie.
You could say that. So I know a few people you could say that to.
I definitely do, because I'm like, where are kids at? Like, she had every event. I used to be like, I wish my mama would, and now I'm like, I'm glad my mama don't.
Exactly.
Like, I'm glad.
Because you do not want the grandma to be the baby.
Like this month,
baby 45 and 6 years old.
Like this month, I was
The
proud of
baby named
myself.
Shirley at this point.
The baby grandma watching bananas.
Oh my
God.
God.
What that baby know about Wheel of Fortune?
Oh my God.
Come on,
Wheel
man.
of Fortune is crazy.
Whammy, no whammy. Whammy, no whammy.
Baby is 16 years old and only 6 years old. That's crazy.
Oh my Lord.
Baby is talking about Lord Willie. Come on.
No,
Great day.
I was about to call somebody's name out, but
Oh, no.
that's how I know
Stop.
that person be around their grandma, because the stuff that he be saying, I'm like, why would
Yeah,
you?
you know when somebody call my baby.
Lord willing.
Lord willing.
What?
When somebody call my baby, they either super holy or they super thotty. No shade.
So, not the super thotty grandma.
You know
Oh
when
Lord.
girls just have these be raised by their grandma.
The young grandma.
Oh,
My
grandma,
grandma
no, they know how to
the
sleep.
young
Grandma be sleep by 6. They
no.
got the house by 6.
Oh,
Oh, my grandma don't care. My
Yeah.
grandma don't
Whole
care.
time grandma just sleep.
Grandma,
Grandma is
grandma
too
took that
tired.
medicine. Grandma is
Grandma's
out.
too tired to be worried about what you got
Because
going.
grandma too old to be raising that baby. Mom need to get that
Grandma not
baby.
mad. Grandma just hurt. Grandma hurt. I'm hurt. Grandma hurt. Grandma hurt.
But all right, we about to change the channel one more time. What's the dating deal breaker for you?
To me, hurt.
Who go?
Okay. What's a dating deal breaker to me? I'm gonna say somebody being nonchalant. Like you wasn't acting nonchalant when we were talking to get to the stage, but now the blue, now all of a sudden you want to act nonchalant. That's gonna be a major turn off for me. Like, where's the energy? Like, I hate a switch up. If you're not gonna be consistent the whole way, then why are you even still, talking to me? That's kind of weird, because it's like, if you don't want to talk to me anymore, just say that instead of switching your vibe up and then still wanting to deal with me and expect me to give you the same.
Would you prefer for somebody to ghost you or be like,
No, tell me. Please don't ghost me. Yeah, don't ghost me. That's weird. I feel like we're grown. We are grown. You do not have to ghost somebody. Just literally straight up say, I don't think this working out.
I'm not interested in
Yeah,
you.
like, I'm not interested. Just
I
simply
feel like
say
people
that.
think they're gonna like.
but I feel like, okay, I know you feel like people can't say that. I feel like for the men part,
I mean,
that's
in
not
an
that
excellent-
crazy. But I feel like for women, sometimes it's just not as easy as
It's
I'm
not.
no longer
It's not
interested in you.
I'm not gonna
Like, I no
lie.
longer want to date you. I feel like it's not really that necessarily easy
It's
with
not.
us, especially if you've already gone out on a date with this
Yeah.
person, because
You're gonna feel
they
bad.
ain't gonna let you. It's not gonna feel bad. They ain't just gonna let you just like go ahead. You
Because
know
I feel
what I'm
like
saying?
as long as I'm like, if it's not there, like, you can't force somebody to stay there. So it's like, you can't force me, I can't force you. So it's like, if I'm not interested, if you're not interested, let's just be grown about it and say that. What's the point in just ghosting out the blue or prolonging something that's just gonna turn into both of us hating each other?
Before I met my boyfriend, I was a ghoster.
I believe
I'm not gonna. Yeah, I was gonna
I
say
believe you.
that. I was gonna say that is something that I need to work on.
I know she
because
was.
I'm either gonna ghost you or I'm gonna be like, I'm just in a time period in my life right now where it's just not the best time. Like, I'm gonna say something.
Now, are
like,
we talking about like people like we're actually starting to talk to, or people that just come in our DM?
Just
new
y'all been
people.
talking
Okay.
for 2 weeks.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, just new
I was about to say, because if it's somebody that come in my DM on some crazy stuff,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
no,
just
no.
ignore
You're
them.
getting
I'm not
blocked.
responding.
Okay,
to
yeah,
them.
like I feel like if I've known you for like months, like we've been dating for months, then yeah, I could. You don't just ghost nobody.
Yeah.
a couple of
But I
weeks.
had like a 2 weeks, like yeah. That ain't really working for me no more.
I just
And don't see no reason to text
because one specific like example is like there was this one guy, like he looked cute on like Instagram or whatever, but when we were in person, he was so short. No, he looked the same, but he was so short.
Aw.
And I could like, but it was sad because he was such a good guy.
Don't knock a short
saying.
guy
For
till
me-
you try it.
For me, I don't know why, because like I'm really understanding and like caring about people, but short, I just can't. Like I don't know why. It's happened to me like multiple times, and if it's like short, it's like instant like no attraction.
Yeah,
I don't
I feel like
know
you
why.
taller
I
than
don't
us,
know why,
so-
but it's like I
You
am.
like what, like 5,
So it's like
6?
if you're I'm 5'5",
Okay.
5'5.5". Yeah, I guess 5'5".
So like
you're
average
average height,
women,
okay.
Yeah,
But
so
it's
you
like
wanna
you
shorter than
can't
me?
be shorter than me. I don't know
Yeah, that's
why
kinda
it
insane.
is, but it just makes me like.
It's not crazy.
So the guy, we like spent 2 days together, and then after that, I didn't talk to him anymore. And he was like, "You ghosted me," and I was like, "I'm sorry." But I never told him why, because I just feel like that's mean. Like I couldn't
don't feel
tell
like the
him
truth
like,
is me.
but I
just
don't
feel like
know. I couldn't tell him like it's
it's
you're short.
trash.
Because he's gonna be like, I do this, and this, and this. I got it. I'm a
Yeah,
it's like
men
it's
do go
nothing you
over
can
the-
say to a man to say, oh, everything is perfect. I'm just not attracted because you're shorter than me. Like,
Cause then you gonna be
you're gonna mess them up. Yeah.
Gold digger, all that.
So I just respectfully just withdrew communication slowly but surely. I don't know.
Yeah. Sometimes some people don't take the hint.
Yeah, they
too,
don't.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I'm saying.
And
Like, you
take
can
it
tell them,
yeah.
but like for the most part, they don't just.
I feel like at
leave
that
you
point,
alone.
that's when you just block them because it's like if I already communicated with you that I'm no longer
Never
interested.
get a block button.
Yeah, like if I already told you I'm not interested and you're still trying to like, bug me and stuff like that, then at this point, I have every right to block you because you're not respecting my boundary when I told you from the beginning, like, hey, this isn't working out and I'm no longer interested.
My dating deal breaker is just like etiquette. Like if you're lacking dating etiquette, there's nothing else I can do for you. Like opening the car door if I'm riding with you, opening the building door so I can walk in, pulling out my chair, pushing my chair back in, and unless we prior communicate to go on Dutch or something, pay for that date.
Yeah.
Pay for that date. If you ask me on a date and then
Pay
look
for
for me to pay, that's insane.
You said
I've had
when you
know,
pay
like, that's
separately,
not
yeah.
okay.
But because I feel like I've had a date and it didn't go quite well because I ended up laughing at the man. But
Maya, what you mean? Why did you laugh at him?
and all we did was go out for margaritas at happy hour. Margarita wasn't that but $7. But he looked at me and was like, "You got yours?"
Oh,
I got mine. Well, you better take this phone again.
oh my God.
You better take it snowmaking up from this. But yeah, so I feel like if you don't have no dating etiquette, there's no, that's a deal breaker. Plus, like, if all you want to do is text and think that you're not supposed to take on a date and you want to invite me to your house, that's not dating etiquette.
Thank you.
No.
I find that so. Ooh, that's my biggest pet peeve. Oh, I should have said that.
Because first of all, we're I feel like
on a date.
at this point, like, there should be no you're inviting a woman over.
Yeah, like
we're grown adults. If you like a woman, you're interested in a woman, you take her out.
thank you. Like
You
why?
get to know her.
Yeah.
If that date isn't 100%, it's not like that lady just came come on now, ain't no lady using you for no one meal.
That's why I need to go back.
Please, like ain't nobody using you for one meal. Come on.
It needs to go back to old school courting and dating. Like,
Yes.
you pick them up. Well, we're not. We say we don't pick
Yeah,
people up
like-
from their house in today's society,
Yeah.
but we take the lady out somewhere in public. It's not when I'm gonna come over. Whenever.
Thank you. Like
Yeah.
why are y'all so? And I don't get why people be so comfortable with allowing people to come to their house on a first date. Like that's dangerous to me. I be
Yeah,
thinking
that
about
is.
serial
Somebody might
killers.
rob you.
It is.
Thank you. Like y'all don't scare people robbing y'all, setting y'all up, drugging y'all, stuff like that. Like it be real life stuff going on where people do that and they lose their life. Like why is that not something that goes through people's head? And it's so crazy to me.
And
Like,
just because you know them on social media doesn't
Don't
mean you know them in
real
person.
life.
thank you. Thank you.
You don't know them.
But yeah, those were my deal breakers when I was dating. Like, if we're texting for a week and you haven't invited me to dinner, there's no reason for me to text you any longer. Clearly, this isn't really going anywhere. And once we get to that date and you're not acting like a gentleman, it's a no for me.
Yeah.
But clearly, dating deal breakers also is like you need to be clean. If you're not coming nice and clean and you look a mess, you won't look a mess with me because I've had that happen to me one time. It was one time for your friends to laugh at you because a man's talking about they came with you. No, he didn't. I don't know.
Yeah. So for me, my deal breakers are respect, like respecting people, whether you know them or not. Like to me, that's just such a turn off. If you're like being nasty to the waitress or like being nasty to a stranger, like I don't know, I don't like that. Another thing that's a deal breaker is I would definitely say like you have to have a relationship with God, because it's like if you don't have a relationship with God, what are we even about to do or talk about? Because at this point, my husband's looking for me, but if I see that you're not on the same page, like there's nothing for us to talk about.
But I like that you said my husband is looking for me, because I feel like what people don't really understand is like you find a relationship when you're not looking for one. Like you 100% find one when you're not even like it's not even on your in your vision, in your lane of what you got going on.
That's true.
So I feel like once you have yourself together and you in your own lane or your own thing, that's when love just decides to strike you. Like
he who finds a wife.
Yes.
Not
Like,
she who looks for a husband. He, not she.
Yeah. He'll definitely find you. And I'm not saying that to say like as women we don't have to approach first because I feel like if you see something, boo, go get that. Go get that. But at the same time, when it's really meant to be for you, it's going to just be that person, and you don't know. Yeah. So like,
that's what I also
don't just be looking for it. I hate when people. I'm looking for a boyfriend. Don't look for it. When you focus on yourself, that's when it'll find you.
I even just realized, like literally today. I mean, I probably realized it, but I was reminded today that also in a relationship, like it should come natural and easy. Like it shouldn't feel forced or like super, super, super hard. Like yes, you're gonna have challenges, but it shouldn't feel forced. Like, or how they say, like he'll give you enough reassurance. Like you're not gonna be confused. Like does he like me? Does he not?
You won't be confused.
Like, you're not,
and like it won't feel like arguing when each of you are bringing up something that's kind of an issue for you. Like you'll be able to talk through issues. It won't be shouting and yelling like
toxic.
It just won't feel like it won't be toxic, like it won't be yelling, like you'll be able to sit down and talk about something. Okay, I heard when you said that and he heard when you said that. You know what I'm saying? So y'all will be able to take that information and apply it to the future. So it won't even feel like an argument. It'll feel like, damn, we really just talked this out. We really just communicated. Like
that's literally how it should be.
It won't be easy. I'm not gonna say it won't be easy, but it will be easy.
It'll just be easy. You're gonna know instead of being like unsure. Like
getting through situations together will be easier. You'll build a team. Like it won't be like he feels like you're his lesser, or you feel like he's more powerful. Like they say the man lead, but at the same time, y'all still a team. Like you still gotta agree with what he's leading with. Like you can't let a man lead you into something else just because men are the leaders. Like I feel like as women, we know if a man ain't leading. We'll be like no. So I feel like
people don't feel right.
I feel like when men say, "Oh, women don't," because 100%, I feel like I can play the backseat role. Like we can talk about it. That's our plan. Okay, cool. You handle it. Like I'm just right here to be supportive. Because you'll just know when a man is leading you down that correct path and he's doing what he needs to do. Like it won't feel like y'all heading into a crash. It'll just be smooth flowing.
Yeah, like people be like, "Oh, I don't want to submit to no man." I will submit, but you have to.
I'm like, reason the correct way. It won't even be like I don't want to submit. Like it'll come so naturally. You won't even be trying to fight it. Like I ain't submit to the man. Like when you really with somebody that you really love,
you respect them,
and they respect you, you respect them, and it's just like that connection. It won't even be like submitting. Won't even be a bad thing. Like it's not like you just have to. Oh, you're my master.
Like it's not even that.
It's like I'm just allowing you to lead us. Like, I'm just allowing you to.
I'm trusting.
But that person who gets to lead and take control, when they're the right person, they're not just gonna. Oh, you gotta do this because I said it. You gotta do this because I said it. It's gonna be a conversation. You're gonna hear him out, and you're gonna be like, "Yeah, I agree." Because, like they say, he's the head, you're the neck. Head don't move without the neck. So y'all both have to be in an agreement for y'all to move as a team. And that's just how it goes. But you can't force it. You can't be looking for it. It'll find you.
And that's why I'm just breezing, enjoying my own time. I love it. Dating myself is great. Oh my gosh. I love it. I love it here. I for sure love it here. Oh my goodness. Wouldn't trade it for anything. Like when you actually start to like love yourself again after like being lost, like I'm not gonna lie, like, you know, sometimes you kind of get caught up in a situation where it's like you become all about a certain person. But then once you find yourself again and you start loving yourself and appreciating yourself and doing the things that you should have been doing and never stop doing, oh my gosh, it's such an amazing feeling. Like nobody else gonna love me more than the way I love myself right now. Like it's great.
How has social media influenced modern relationships? A lot.
Killed it.
A lot.
Killed it.
Because everyone's posting their positives. Oh, I did this. He did this for me. I did this for him. And it's like you feel like you have to compete. Compete with who? You don't know how much money they make. You don't know if that's a one-time thing. You don't know if they did all of that, decorated the room, and then they went home and fought and literally like put their hands on each other. Like you don't know what. You don't know if he's cheating, she's cheating. Like. you don't know what people are going through, and I feel like you cannot compare yourself to social media. Social media is fake. Like, people portray what they want you to see. They don't portray when they're crying, when they're going through it. Some people do, but even then, it's like everyone, they don't show everything, and then they always want to talk about 50-50, 100, and in today's economy,
do what's best for you.
The man's job can barely pay for all the bills. Like, realistically, like a regular 9-to-5 man usually doesn't make enough. Most of the time they like, or make just enough. So it's like, you have to still help them in some type of way. Like, if you're going to be in a healthy relationship,
Because thinking he's gonna take care of everything.
thinking he's gonna take care of everything and buy you extra stuff on top of that and be able to like support himself.
It's literally insanity.
There's no way.
It's selfish. It's selfish.
Even if he does, you're gonna drive him insane. Like,
and then it's just
because he's gonna look back and be like, "Well, I'm doing all this. And
what you doing?
What did you do for
because
me?
you looking at something like, I don't gotta do nothing.
Thank you.
You just supposed to da. That's so delusional.
And that's what leads to men stepping out. Unfortunately, like, it's not right at all. But when stuff like that happens, like, that's literally what comes from that. Honestly,
leaving sad, but
but that's the right thing to do. But they never do it, though.
That's right.
They never do it. They never do it.
So I feel like social media has influenced modern day relationships in a negative way because, like you say, people don't know 100% about what's going on, but they take in the sweet moments and what they posting and like applying that to their actual real life. Just like rap music, like it's not real. Like she said, like, most men, they make enough, but he don't make enough to fly you out and take trips and buy you a Birkin bag and pay all the bills and do it. Like, that's just not realistic. Like, I feel like modern day relationships need realism. Like, we need to get back to realistic goals and, like you say, do what works for you. Like, even if he does pay majority of the bills, you have to step in somewhere, cook, clean, like, everything shouldn't be 100% on him. Like, you should want to do some things because this is somebody that you love, somebody you care about. It wouldn't be an argument, it wouldn't be a fight about what I should and shouldn't do because you don't want to. You don't want to make sure he have a hot meal. You don't make sure he want to have clean clothes. You don't want to make sure he has these things because he's taking care of you in ways that you ain't even thinking about.
You know,
that Wi-Fi bill paid.
I just thought about a song.
That rent paid.
What's that
water bill paid?
What's that?
Electric bill paid. He handling things, so now it's your turn to handle your part. Yeah, sometimes I ain't gonna say everything should be on a woman. Like, men gonna help cook when you ain't really in the mood to cook. Men gonna help wash your little clothes, but like, you gonna buy the groceries when you gotta buy them. Like, it's like you fit in when you need to fit in.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Everything's gonna need to be what it needs to be, and it won't be nothing. But I feel like we gotta stop looking at like celebrities and people who's making millions of dollars.
They're
on
like,
how we want to live our
their
life.
tax bracket is
exactly. They're making so much more money than the average human. Come on now, let's be for real.
Let's be real.
Let's be so real.
That too, like, people are like, I am the table. It's like, okay, but you still need to bring something in a relationship. It should be both people contributing. It's not just, oh, what can he do for me?
No shade. A real man will never ask you what you can bring to the table, but you'll never have to answer that question because when you're with somebody that you really care and love for, you're already providing things to the table. Like,
but I'm saying, like, for the
I know they'll be like, oh, I don't need to bring nothing to the table, but you have to bring something. Like, you have to bring something. It's not saying, yes, you're the prize, but you still need to contribute, whether that's emotionally. Like, some men just need you to be there emotionally. Like, it may not be financially. Like, I feel like people just think money. It's like, no, if he's going through a rut, if he has a bad day at work, how are you going to help him when he comes home from work? Like, you should be thinking about how you can contribute. And I like how you said fit in where you need to. Okay, if he's taking care of the bills, you can cook, clean, do this. If he's flying out the family, okay, you can plan everything and pay for some of the stuff while you're on the trip. Like, but not even just that, like, you have to fit in where you can because, like, let's say he get hurt at work, you gotta still be able to.
If he loses his job, then
that foot till he gets to where he needs to be because at the end of the day, it's not like he don't want to do what he need to do, but if it's a pause on something, you can't just, I'm gonna leave him because he know without requiring, he ain't requiring it. No,
and that's so, because I mean, you was only there for
you were only there for the money. But now it's time for you to show him, like, I've been listening to everything that you've been doing, been watching you, and now I know, like, now that you on a pause, maybe I got this. I can handle it.
I can take
it. And that's all they be needing is to have that backbone or to have that what they call it, the rib. Like, you know, like, this when they know they can't really do it, they know you still got their back.
Yep.
And I think that's what people forget. Like, that's what a man looks for in a relationship. If he's like on his deathbed or he's ill or sick, he knows like his woman can step up and take care of him and do the things that she needs to do. So I feel like people forget that. Like, they're just like, what can he do? What can he do?
Yeah, it's always like
It's all about what can he do? What
but
can
it's
they
only
do?
because social media has made it that way. Like, it's always like when they these girls follow these baby mamas, these rappers, baby mamas, these rap women, and that's really all they talk about. Like, it's rare that the women get their own business or they, they become their own brand. It's mostly like, oh, I got a man who do this, da, 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 da. I'm so tired of rap music.
How do I feel like social media has influenced the modern relationships? Again, what they said, basically, like, people just not being realistic. They're going off of these social media couples, these YouTube couples, and y'all are expecting things that y'all want regular men to do these things that these celebrities can do, and y'all are kind of expecting too much. Same thing with the men. Y'all expecting these women to do things that these women in higher positions could do, and it's like y'all kind of setting unrealistic expectations for each other. Like, I just think we all need to go outside or y'all need to go outside and touch some grass.
Social media gives people like the idea that they have so many options. When
it's not.
Oh my
you
God.
cannot get that from Connecticut.
Or they get the girl and it's not what they thought it was.
Exactly. Like y'all
you just threw away.
They go off of looks. Like, another thing, men go off of looks.
They do.
And women, we go off of what we hear. And that is a true thing. Yeah, that's a true thing.
I go off looks a little bit. I can't lie. Like, that first exterior, I gotta like it. If I don't like it first, but I feel like it's everybody. It's no way you can love a man that you ain't attracted to.
No, some people are like, I can grow in love.
Yeah.
Like, if they treat them right,
I grow and love you.
I feel like it's hard for me.
Like,
but
I
I'm saying,
grow
like,
into
other people.
Like, if I also think you ain't.
See, that's how I feel about like
I
people
can't
who are
grow
short.
to
Like,
think that you're attractive. Like, I feel like there's no growing to think.
some
that
people can though. People definitely can like change attraction because most of the time it's like how they dress. You can fix that. It's like little things that you can. You know how men
like the
glow
physical,
up?
like face. Like, I feel like unless you can get surgery on your face, I'm not really. I'm just not lying. Like, media has really gave people the idea that they really have that option to just somehow just get a get rich quick scheme. They get rich quick. Find a rich man. Yeah, that's why Forex and things and pyramid schemes are so popular because people think they can just get into these get rich quick schemes, get rich, find a rich partner, and live this lavish life. Like, that's insanity, babe. It's not gonna just happen like that. There's no such thing as a get rich quick scheme. You're gonna have to put in the work. And that's just how it works. Like, you have to put your best foot forward to get that, baby. It ain't just gonna come to you. You ain't gonna find no rich man. Ain't no rich. This ain't Pretty Woman. You ain't gonna find Myra. I'm ready. You ain't gonna find. Cause listen, you're not gonna get picked off at the side of the road by a rich man and just giving this lavish lifestyle. It's just not gonna work that way. Everybody can't get a rich man. Some people are gonna get that. Not going to say average, but the everyday man. Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with the everyday man. That man put his best foot forward, go to work every day, make his money, pay his bills, do his due diligence. There's nothing wrong with a man that's doing what he need to do. But you just can't expect him to pay your bills, his bills, take you on a trip, get a Birkin, get a Chanel. It's just, come on, man. Like, are we really being for real?
Right.
No. Like, the average Joe is not making $100,000 a day. Like, you're not even making it. So how are you going to expect him to make it? You know what I'm saying? Like, we just have to have some realism, babe. Like, we just have to sit back and think, hey, I'm not making 6 figures. Why am I expecting this man to make 6-7 figures?
It's good to have goals, but it's still good to be realistic. Yeah. Live in what you can do. And still have a plan to grow.
Exactly.
But
like, that man can make it there.
Yeah.
But don't just off the bat thing. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't just gonna find them.
Now sometimes you may, and that's very good luck. That's you may, like, you know, that's some good luck. You may, but sometimes you just gotta you gotta accept people for where they're at and then see where they're going. Like,
you know, it's one thing if you around that man and like he can see that you're doing what you need to do for your own self. But I feel like even the richest of the richest ain't going to pick no poor woman up from off the side of the street. It's just not happening.
Yeah.
Like, a man has to see that you're doing certain things for yourself for him to be like, okay, I can align with this woman and I can take some things off her hands.
Yeah.
But ain't no way. It's just ain't no way. Like, it's just ain't no way.
Ain't no way.
Like, I just feel like people be thinking about like movie scenarios, book scenarios, like,
and we gotta stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
Media as a whole, not even
For
social, has made us delusional. Like,
Movies,
you're not gonna get
For
that
Fun.
movie ending. Like, that's just not real.
find your
Miami,
person
take me to
with
Miami.
you two, discuss your financials and what you're gonna do for each other. You both agree and you move on with life. You shouldn't be comparing with you shouldn't be comparing with your friends and family. Like,
Yeah, don't do that.
y'all keep your stuff in your household. You don't
tell your family your business.
You don't have to tell your family. You don't have to
tell
tell
your friends your business.
Keep everything in your house. If that works for you and your partner, that works for y'all. It doesn't have to work for everyone else. Everyone's not going to agree with everything y'all got going on.
I feel like I definitely ain't saying nothing relationship-wise because I feel like I might can say a little something about them, but as soon as you say something about them,
yeah, exactly.
I really got something for you.
I'm not gonna lie.
Not too much.
It bites you. It bites you too. Because if I'm telling you all the stuff that he's doing, you're gonna hate him. My friends are gonna hate him. So it's
exactly. Exactly.
Yep.
And I already know that as a person that's
like
hated their friend's significant other. But I'm not even the type of person that's going to show the significant other.
It's the side eye for me.
No tea, no shade. You ain't the first one. But I'm just saying, like, as a person who has not like the significant other, but I'm that friend, like, I ain't gonna be like, every time you come up, like, I'm gonna say it on a bad.
She be nice. She be nice.
I'm a play my role.
Yeah, I mean, she be cordial around. She speak. She speak.
Am I nice?
She goes,
Am I nice?
Yeah.
That's why I feel like you should keep your relationship stuff to yourself. Because if I'm just telling y'all he did this wrong, but y'all don't know, like he does do this.
Yeah.
But it's like y'all,
you know,
y'all just be like, we don't like him because X, Y, and Z. Yeah.
This nigga dirty.
And why is she with him?
Yeah, like, we don't care about he did that. He still did this and that, but it's still more good stuff.
Because it's like, that man did something good, but all we done heard is so much niggas like,
it's like obviously it's a reason why I still communicate, but like sometimes it could go both ways.
Yeah. Of the story.
More of the story is we're gonna love ourselves this year. We're going to value our friendships that are important to us with important women who value us.
Yeah.
And we're also going to not look for a man, but put so much effort into ourselves that a man just finds y'all. Because I already got one, no shade. But
okay,
we are going to
melting our
have this benediction in prayer.
Okay, benediction.
Oh, not too much.
I thought we were about to. Hold on.
That's how we were. All right, dear Heavenly Father, I pray that we will continue to love ourselves, continue to give ourselves grace, continue to forgive and never forget. I pray that we continue to value the women around us and value that sisterhood, that friendship. And I ask that you got these ladies in their ways of finding a man, but they ain't trying to find them, that man gonna find them. Like they said, he who finds a woman finds a good thing. So as they continue to grow into the women that they need to be, they continue to put their best foot forward, but growing and learning and just everything that they need to do. We pray that they get that. But anywho, I pray for growth in our podcast, as this is just our second episode. We're just learning. We're just getting started. But eventually, what's hard for us now will come to us easy and we'll be flourishing. In the name of Jesus, I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Period. I love that prayer. We love it.
Because that really came from the heart.
I love that.
From the thoughts.
Well, we thank you all for watching. Put some brown and red hearts in the chat if you made it all the way through the end. We appreciate you. We thank you. Thank you for your support. We see each and every one of you guys. So stick along for the journey.
Thank you.
And we look forward to showing you what else we have in store for you guys. Thank you.
Bye.